Hello, Fatema. A
Hi.
very good afternoon to you, and a welcome to the podcast of How to Do Business in Dubai.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll start with a very casual discussion, and I would want to know more about you, your life, and how this journey to Dubai has begun. From where it started and how it has come to Dubai. A bit around that, and how's the life is going? How are you feeling? You're pepped up or you're chilled? How exactly it is?
So, if I want to give you a little bit of idea to how it all started, to be honest, I wasn't planning to come to Dubai.
Okay.
I remember I resigned from the previous company that I was back in Iran, and then I was just exploring around. Meanwhile, like in middle, I came to Dubai just to visit, to see like how things are, how's life going in Dubai, and how are like work opportunities and everything. Then I actually updated my LinkedIn. I wasn't expecting anything from that update. I was just, let me just put my location to Dubai. Let me just update a little bit, like freshen it up. Then I went back to my country. I went back, and after a month, I was getting like one offer, two offer, and I was very surprised.
Really?
I know.
Which year was this?
It was, I think it was 2023.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what happened, I was actually exploring Europe if I was planning to move into any country. Then I was getting offers and I was like, maybe I need to look into it. And I remember I was so stressed. Like when I was getting the interviews, I was like, it felt like a dream come true because I mean, we're also neighbors to Dubai and I knew how it is. I always loved it. Then I started taking the interviews and then it got serious. I got my case study and I remember I had like a 4-day timeline. I didn't sleep. I wasn't eating. I was like, I don't know what it's going to take, but I need to put my best. Like if I have like 100, I need to put my 200 to get there to, have that approach. And I got accepted.
Wow.
I got the job. However, my visa didn't go through.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get it.
So from then, I was like, so if there are opportunities here, so maybe I need to, consider some solutions for this. So from there, then I focused a little bit more. Then I tried to figure out how my visa would work and how I would, figure it out. Then I came to Dubai. After I came here was like, basically my residence visa. I was applying and then after say in a month, I was able to land the job and it was through the previous company that I got approved.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, this is so good that the company was still backing you up, right? Yeah?
Yes,
oh, wow.
yes.
That's nice.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Yani, honestly, I am really grateful for whatever they've done for me because it was something that I wasn't thinking of it. And if it wasn't because of them and then, giving the opportunity and exploring everything, I might have never been here.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that's what brought me here. And funny enough, after a month, this is something that I don't tell anyone. But well, the truth is, I got acquired with another company.
The acquisition happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then I didn't want it to leave the other one, but there was a lot of negotiations happening between two companies. And I was like, it's okay, halas, if I see more opportunities there. And that one was actually a startup. This one was more of a like established organization. But for me, I don't know why, but I really enjoy working in startups because I see it full of opportunities, of growth, full of learnings, and of course, full of challenges.
I'll pick that particular point because it's interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said startups.
Yeah.
What do you feel about startups in Dubai and startups in other parts? What's interesting? What's challenging? Give an example, like anything interesting. It could be as funny as any incident you would want to share.
Yeah. Startups. When it comes to startups, okay, my honest answer to that, working in a startup is great. Yani, it's great, but you need to be ready for it.
Yeah.
You need to be ready for it to, have the founder approach. Why is that? Because
this is a golden word. This is a golden word. Let me tell you. I mean, I can so much resonate with you.
Yeah.
You need to have a founder approach. I'll not break it in between. Please continue. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the reason why is because the team is small, you know, and the solution that the problem that is being solved and the solution that is being provided is actually a big one. A lot of times, like when you see the startups, like, you know, you see very young individuals trying to solve very, you know, serious problems. And in that situation, you're like, every single person who's in that environment should know that where the company is going, like what was the founder's vision and what they need to achieve. So that's what I would say. For example, whoever tells me that you're a UI UX designer, I'm like, I appreciate your opinion, but I would call myself a product designer.
Yeah, because it encompasses everything. In a startup, you probably do all of that what is required from 0 to 1. So you know, it's a very different experience. But don't you think? I mean, just your opinion.
Yeah.
Doing startups in Dubai is difficult from people perspective, or is it easier because you have a Filipino, you have an African, you have a British, you have an Iranian, you have an Indian.
Yeah.
What do you think, in your experience? Has this been interesting or challenging, or interesting, challenging both?
Well, it was both. It was both because I think the cultural adaptability is still needs a lot of work. Do you know what I mean? So basically, how I would see it is, it's not something that I would say it's easy. Meanwhile, it is. So it's something in between that you're like, you can do it easily. For example, if you're trying to have a, you know, open a startup, come up with an idea, you can have your company running for a year or two maybe. But can you really solve the problem you're trying to solve? So that's something that I've been seeing here in Dubai, like quite a lot, that there's a lot of companies, a lot of ambitious people, which I really do appreciate them. But at the same time, when they proceed from one point, they don't know what to do, you know? And I think that's kind of, I'm not sure whether if we can call it a problem, because it's some sort of the essence of Dubai. You know, it's fast growing, it's, you know, full of ambitious people, like a city that all dreams can come true. And I would say maybe it's just part of the nature of it.
So you think that when it comes to people from diverse backgrounds, they make a good of the entire amalgamation of different cultures coming together, and they add value to a startup, or they make it could be a little difficult to navigate between so many different people from different backgrounds. What do you think? What would be your opinion in your experience?
I think it comes with challenge. The reason why is because, for example, like back in my country when I was like working in an organization, but then we were establishing some work ethics, you know, and then of course when I come to a new country, a new company, then I'm bringing those work ethics with myself.
That's correct.
You know, and everybody else are doing the same. So the thing is, are these work ethics matching together? You know, so basically I would say maybe some sort of, for example, some sort of, how to call it, you know, establishment of a work ethic that how that company wants to follow, you know. I don't know whether training would work with that, you know, but I think it might, because...
Can you go a little deeper to that point? Like, if you say work ethics, is it something related to how one behaves, or is it something related to the commercial aspect? What in your experience, did you find that the work ethic was contradictory to your work ethic, which you have brought from your background? Any specific example you can think of?
Actually, I'm thinking of basically it comes from cultural differences, and maybe not exactly on the way we work, but the way that we interact while working.
Okay, communication.
Exactly.
So probably a European could be a little straightforward, and you know, someone from the Indian subcontinent or Southeast Asia could be a little bit more subtle in their approach. So that kind of a difference could be there. So in their communication standards and how ethically you can bring them as a standard would be interesting for a company to know or understand or learn. One very interesting aspect, probably as a designer, you're a designer, I would want to know, when there is so much of diversity in a country, how do you come along with something which is liked by everyone? I mean, if let's say we talk about designing color palettes,
Okay.
finalizing on some kind of a design, how do you consider or bring all that what is there in diversity in a country that, oh, it is going to be liked by maximum number of people? It would be so difficult for a designer to do. What's your thought process or iteration to come on finalizing a design? And because you have worked with startups, so you have done 0 to 1. So is it just what you find as interesting is the one should go to market, or how do you consider this diversity and then finalize on designs when it comes to finalizing a product?
I hear you. So if I understand you correctly, basically how it works, it depends. I think what drives the, for example, say design system, if I want to call it at this point, is the actually the industry that you're working in, the problem that you're trying to solve, and comparing with what our other competitors are doing. So basically the diversity here shouldn't have and doesn't have, at least with my experience, that much effect, because there is some sort of a universal approach, because whatever solution we're trying to, whatever problem we're trying to solve, it was already someone has tackled it some part of the world, you know? So basically what we try to do based on, say, I would say maybe based on the cultural differences and like local guidelines, if I want to call it, that's what it would follow. So I think, I'm not sure, but help me if that answers your question.
No, that caters to a lot, bigger part of it that I completely understand. But if from the design point of view, if I want to understand a little bit more, what are those aspects of ambiguity you have to work with when you finalize on designs? What is ambiguous and very difficult to bring in designs iterations? Anything specific you find? And I would say rather put it as the most difficult part for a designer.
So basically, what is the main challenge that you're facing?
You face. And something which is ambiguous, because you can't just pick 5 designs and say, okay, let me mix all of them or give one, or just pick the best one. So you would probably do your own process and work with that ambiguity. Okay, this is going to fit in the whole concept of the product. So what is that part, challenging part, or the ambiguous part you have to work with every time?
So to clarify, do you mean when it comes to picking other designers to work with, or in the design process in general?
Could be both. Okay. I mean, you can give whatever is interesting for you. You're picking another designer, that's a very interesting point. Which could be ambiguous and challenging, and in your design process could be anything. Whatever you find interesting, I would want to listen.
I would say the most challenging part of it, it's, for example, when it comes to other designers, is basically getting the people who are basically share the same vision. And then sometimes, for example, when you share the vision, for example, during the interviews, it's, this is the set of values we follow, this is the set of criteria that we do. But it's so important whether if that person is on the same page. What I see in a lot of designers is that everybody thinks that they need to do certain things and get the job done, and that's it. To some point, I would say, yes, that was like that, before. But now everything is changing. Now what we're speaking about it at the moment is something that AI is going to do it very soon. Fully, it's already there, But when it comes to, for example, grabbing the vision of the problem that we're trying to solve, or for example, as I mentioned earlier, as the founders, basically, you need to grab the vision and make sure that, for example, where your work is going. What are you working towards? I don't know whether if it clarifies it or not.
No, it clarifies a lot. So, okay, just an interesting point from there. If you talk about people, you're handpicking people, what is that one element you would always want in a designer? Like, okay, this is it. I will have this guy. I'll work with this person. The project is going to be good. What is that one element you would always prefer in a designer to have?
Okay, that's a good one. So if I want to say, it would be curiosity and design critique.
Okay.
they need to question everything.
Yeah, push
They
back.
need to, exactly.
Sure.
Why is that? Because, for example, me as their manager, or for example, our product manager or product owner, the person who is like above us is going to do all the things, all the questioning. And then I would say, like a good qualified designer, they need to be already like at least 2 to 3 levels already up there. They need to be able to, first of all, defend what they're doing, be able to question their own work, and be able to, fix it. This is very important because what we get used to, we hear a lot in the design community is that you need to defend your design. You need to defend whatever solution that you're trying to provide. And that is to some point true, but not to a scale. Why is that? Is because what are you defending? What it brings you to a very narcissist designer, which is just defending whatever they're doing, and what is the value you're bringing to the table? So basically, you need to bring value in simple words.
Critique and someone with curiosity
Yes,
are the stepping stone to be
Exactly.
a really good designer.
Yeah.
Any incident where you would have pushed back your product manager from your entire experience in your life, being a designer or any other aspect for that matter, where you did a pushback and you're like, no, this is something which will work out, and it worked out? Ever happened?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it happened.
Okay.
However, one thing that I want to add here is that something that I would tell my younger self, especially in the beginning of my career, would be learn human psychology more than what you need in design, and a little bit of diplomacy. I'm not even joking.
Being diplomatic is important for a designer?
Very important.
Okay.
Very important.
Why do you say that?
Because it is. It doesn't seem to be, but actually it is some sort of negotiation that happens like every day.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, say for example, there's something else that is so known in the design community is that we are solving problems. And I also call myself a problem solver. But I would say someone else has already found a solution to a problem.
Yes.
And now that person needs a team to implement that. So if I want to position it in a better way, I would say we are actually simplifying the solution process. So it's not that we are bringing up the whole solution from scratch. No, there is a solution. We need to make it simple, make it easy, and make it feasible.
Make it accessible.
Exactly. And for doing that, there's a lot of conflicts that comes up to. For example, the defending part that I mentioned, that you need to defend your design. Maybe you don't need to. Maybe you need to convince that person. Maybe you need to bring that person, whether it's your manager or it's your CEO, that this solution is going to work, and they need to be happy with what you're bringing to the table. Because a lot of time, them being the person who actually brought the whole idea of solving this problem, of course they're going to be defensive as well. Because it's their idea, it's their business, it's their baby.
And there are so many layers in the organization. Everyone wants to defend themselves.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, either it could be about a job, it could be about the recognition, it could be about the salary or a promotion.
Exactly.
People are in a defensive approach.
Exactly.
And navigating through that is the most difficult part. That's very much correct.
Yeah.
One interesting part in this conversation is, I would want to know, how do you think designs have been different in Iran and your design process is different in Dubai? What's in your industry for that matter? What has been different? And do you find anything new, anything interesting, anything which you can leverage on? You think, oh wow, this is my opportunity, and I have got this because I'm in Dubai, or something like a flavor which you have brought from Iran and you feel that it's something which has stayed with you. It could be anything from your past experiences.
Okay, that's a really good one. I can say that I was actually a very lucky person to be working in a very good organization even back in Iran. We were trying to, for example, match the world's trends. So basically, whatever I've been taught in, like because I started as internship back then and then I stayed with them for a couple of years.
When you started working with them?
In Iran,
Yeah, in
I think it was Q3 2019, if I'm not wrong.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened, if I want to say that the biggest difference between here and Iran is basically the level of sharpness that you need to add up here and the strictness. Here, the competition is very high. Work quality, I would say here is actually, because of the competition, it's going higher. But there also, like, we keep our standards, and like a lot of companies, especially big companies, they're trying to be, the best as they can, and they do their best. But here, the competition is very, very high. That's what it makes it different, because like, there, for example, you have already established your portfolio with them, you have friends, you've built a reputation for yourself. For example, being 2 or 3 years in the industry, there's a lot of people that you have a connection with. So it's not a big of a deal finding a new opportunity, getting a lot of projects. So when it comes to here, then it's different, because you're into a whole new
world. Yeah, you know no one.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're starting from scratch. You're basically talking to new people, understanding them, convincing them that you're good enough to work. So I understand. It's difficult to navigate in this part of the world. The other interesting thing which probably I would want to know was when it comes to Dubai and anyone who is into the product field. If you want to give, like, one example you gave that you would want to give an advice to your younger self, that one should learn about human psychology and diplomacy. What, as a product designer, you would give someone an advice? Human psychology, I think it makes a lot of sense. Because you as a designer, you have to work with what people love, they like. This is where the iterations of designs would come from. Diplomacy is something which one should know. But as a younger self, someone, a college student who would want to go and become a product designer, what do you want them to know? And I think, in my opinion, what I've seen, that commercially it has grown quite good. Because there was a time when product designers probably did not have the kind of exposure which now what D2C brands have brought. So direct to customer brands have got a lot of exposure to product design. The era of UX UI has given a different exposure altogether. The apps, the internet, the IoT, all of that has given a lot of exposure to product design, career and people who are looking at. But then, in your opinion, because I'm not a product designer, I don't know anything about what would one should look at to start with. What do you think would be one area?
If I want to answer that question, I think the best of it will be, your job basically is not only in the screens. You are designing every second, every moment, every interaction that you're having with people, with devices around yourself. So basically, designer rule is not something that you look at it, you're like, okay, this is my job, this is what I need to do, these are the 1, 2, 3 steps that I need to get it done. No, the approach that you should have is that open your eyes and see all the different touch points in your life that you're designing it, basically, especially when it comes to your work environment. You have the capability of, for example, something we used to call is designing your character at work. And that also adds up to that diplomacy and psychology that you need to bring into your work. Because it's beyond doing this. Someone tells you do this and this and this. And this might raise a lot of critiques, this only sentence that I'm saying, because a lot of people are like, no, you're getting hired for doing these jobs. Do you know what I mean? So in my approach, I'm like, what I would appreciate, especially like whether if I'm working with another designer or if I'm hiring another designer, I would want someone who has a holistic approach, who knows what he's building, who knows where the product is going. It's a little bit with the product manager as well. I don't know whether that answers your
No,
question.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, another area, the generic one, but still I would put this out to you related to the previous question. One advice for anyone who's moving to Dubai for work, for business, or to live.
Be ready.
Okay, be ready. Yeah.
Be ready.
Okay.
Honestly, as easy as it looks like, you need to be ready for it.
Yeah.
You need to be ready to stand out.
And situations can change at any given point of time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's also the beauty of Dubai, I would say, that you need to be ready to even adapt yourself with different situations. So because I see Dubai as basically a land of opportunity and growth, you know, and if you are, you know, aware enough of yourself, of your, for example, even like personal growth, you can take the most out of it. It gets challenging, yes, of course, but you need to put yourself in that uncomfortable situation to be able to grow. So that is something that you find a lot in Dubai. If you're here, if you want to grow, come to Dubai.
This is interesting. If you want to grow, come to Dubai. Yeah. That's very interesting. Thank you so much, Fatema. It was really nice talking to you. I mean, some insights were beautiful about product design and the aspects of human behavior in that design. I think it would be very interesting for people to listen to you, understand you, and especially to our students community. If they want to become a product designer, they should listen to Fatema.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.